phone battery is really low and I should be studying, but instead I'm bringing you this video about my plans for my bodybuilding future. So even though the competition was only a little over a month ago, I'm already thinking about the competition 11 months from now. My current plan is until the summer when I'm done with school, just take it easy, just go to the gym, do the work, don't push too hard, keep trying to heal connective tissue and joints. And then in the summer, although I will want to diet down a little bit to look better on the beach, my goal is to focus on shoulders and upper chest. And a little bit my legs. I mean, I'm going to be working them out anyway, so it probably won't take an extra focus. But my shoulders, although they're not small, they're certainly lagging. And I'm going to not do as much bench and chest work as I'm going to do upper chest and shoulders. And maybe also traps. I'm going to be focusing mostly on deadlifts and shoulder stuff. The deadlifts are really good for my traps. I know my traps aren't small, they're just not big compared to some of my other body parts. So yeah, just taking it easy till the summer. Then this summer I'm going to work extra hard. Also, I'll have more time. I'm pretty relaxed. Right now I get a decent amount of sleep, but I'll also be sleeping more, and I'll just be more active, getting a lot of sunlight. So overall, I should be able to make better progress, also because I'll have taken a break, sort of a break, an active break. And then I don't know what I will do, like in September, October, November. Maybe just go back to kind of like taking it easy, just putting the time in. Who knows, maybe I'll continue to push things, but then January, February, March, and April, or perhaps starting even in the end of December, but I'm going to spend 4 months dieting down for the next competition, because I was not lean enough for this last competition. I made a lot of mistakes in my dieting process. Although on average I was really on a severe calorie deficit, like eating 1,000 or 1,500 calories per day a lot of the time. In the beginning of my diet process, and perhaps that's why my strength and energy didn't go down very much, nor did my body fat. I mean, it went down, just not as much as I would have liked. But I didn't realize just how many calories I was eating from pistachios. So like, of course all foods are different, calories are not, it's not just like the number of calories matters. Number of calories matters, but what those calories are from also influences how your body deals with them, stores fat, expends energy. Like 100 calories from carbs is not going to make your body store the same amount of fat as 100 calories from protein. Just not how it works. Your body cannot convert protein to fat very easily, and it takes a lot of energy to use the protein. But yeah, I was eating like 3,000 calories from pistachios some days. It was kind of like when I would get too hungry and binge and cheat on my diet. But still, I felt like I was dieting on those days where I would eat like 2,000 to 3,000 calories of pistachios. But in reality, I was certainly not dieting on those days. I think I also just needed more time. But I got very, over-adapted actually. I got very used to dieting. It wasn't that difficult. The difficult part was having energy at school. And not just sleeping, but also my metabolism crashed. So this next time, I will know not to eat thousands of calories of pistachios, and I will decrease my calories much slower, not just suddenly go down to 1,500 or 1,000 calories. And I'm not going to cut carbs so much. because I'll have the luxury of time. I didn't cut carbs because they're evil. I cut carbs because I just had to cut as many calories as possible to lose as much weight as possible as quickly as possible. But when I have the luxury of more time, I'm certainly going to leave carbs in and just slowly lose the weight. Calves, I'm certainly going to keep working on. My calves aren't super small, but they could certainly use some more size. Looking at the photos and video of my bodybuilding competition, I think I actually had the best calves in my weight class. Maybe I didn't have the best, I'm not sure. But I remember recently when I was looking at some photos, I was like, man, my calves look really good compared to everybody else's. But I want to work on them even more because I think it looks really great and athletic when you have big calves. It just looks weird when your calves aren't big. Biceps, I want my arms are already like a lot bigger than my shoulders. You can't tell so much at this angle. But yeah, like I said, I need to work on my shoulders, but I also specifically want to work on my biceps. Because personally, I like to have slightly disproportionately large biceps for doing front double biceps, because I really like to have that just mountain look. Like you have your head in the center, and then you've got these big old mountains. Like on video here, I look super flat. Like my lats seem like they're horrible, my biceps seem super flat. It's just the angle or something with the camera. They're not. Like I've got great lats, really good biceps, but I want my biceps to be even bigger because I want like a head, big bumps, and then arms go up on the sides. You get what I mean? Like you got the head, then you got the biceps, and then you got, and like I said, it's a horrible angle or something when it looks so small. I mean, I look so flat is what it is. Yeah, next year I really want to be dieted down lean enough that I see this area shredded. And actually right now you're kind of seeing, like I've gained a lot of weight recently. Like since my competition I've gained about 10 pounds. Now it's not that much in like 6 weeks compared to a lot of people. I remember when I told my MMA coach that I gained like 2 kilos in 2 weeks. He looked at me, he's like, 2 kilos? Hold on. Okay, so I don't remember the exact amount he gained. It was either 6 or 8. But he's like, 2 kilos? I gained 7 kilos in 1 day. I was like, awestruck. Like, was it just water? It had to have been mostly water. But he's like, no, just food. That's a lot of weight in 1 day. Luckily, I did not gain 7 kilos in 1 day. But I have gained about 5 kilos in 6 weeks. So yeah, I'm excited for next year. My wife got motivated to do this as well. I hope she stays motivated, and I hope she fully decides to do it next year. Because luckily, and not to say something she'd be annoyed about, like I don't think she would because it's not really a secret, but she used to be a little bit heavier when she was younger. I'm actually going to make a video on this, but being a bit heavier really benefited her because her body was much more anabolic. Plus, like when you're carrying around more weight, your leg muscles have to work a lot more. So plus she works out now. But she's got a pretty good muscular foundation. She's not some super athlete or anything, but compared to a lot of super thin girls who have been thin their whole life, she's got a lot more muscle than them. So I think as long as she diets down and gets lean enough, she would look good as a bikini competitor. And maybe we'll do a couples competition. Yeah, I know she can do it. I told her she could even do it for this year, but it really wasn't enough time. Like, it was enough time for her to look good, but to be as thin as you should be, no. Yeah, next year will be exciting, and I'm not going to make the mistake of leaving after I compete. I will go in the audience and watch the weight classes above me. hopefully I will win my weight class and then compete against the winners of the other weight classes, but we will see. I know if I'm lean enough and it's against the same people, I can win. But you never know who's going to be there next year, and I don't know how lean I'm going to be.